Today is the 14th of December 2022. Yeah, I've been reading books and shit, but I'm like, I don't want to read no book. I want to be dumb so I can have dumb dick like the rest of you niggas. I mean, in my life, I couldn't control nothing about none of the shit that I got going on. I got people that really don't want me here no more and really wanted me to value and respect them. It seemed to me that people really, I was really feeling like I was damned if I do, I was damned if I don't. You know what I'm saying? I was really an only child when I was born, and it just really seemed as though, you know, I cannot have genuine concern for, things that are important. I just don't. I mean, I listen, I'm an empath, but I can't sympathize with these people. I mean, I'm not going through the same shit you going through. So people want to give me hell. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had a nigga fuck my mama. I don't know if he got other kids or what he got going on. But he was like, I love me some pussy and shit. I was like, I want my mama fucking your ugly ass anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, to see everybody turn on me for the idea of a man, the concept of a man, to them they're not concepts or ideas, they're actually living a living out a reality of being a man to themselves. It really just beats the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? If I was a man, I wouldn't even be going through half this shit that I'm going through. I'm getting older now, and I'm like, I gotta use reverse psychology on myself. I got some soap from the Mexican store, and I'm like, it smell like how old people smell and shit. Like when I was growing up as a kid, as a girl, I really didn't know what to do. Like when I wore perfume and shit, I just felt like an old person. It's so many boundaryless things about my life that really has so much has lead to so much chaos to where I don't even know like how to move. I'm about to freeform some lots, I guess, and get my nigga on because that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, everybody not turned on me for manhood, and it just, you know, they say they want to call it a humbling experience, but it's really insensible to me. I mean, perhaps I'm dumb. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try not to read, because a lot of people are sitting here telling me that if you're not experiencing any heartache and pain, then you need to be humble. You need to go through some shit. So motherfucker be like, no, appreciate and value your education. Everybody want to be intellects. Why? They want you want to reap what you sow. I'm like, I could never be the man that I want to be. You know what I'm saying? All these bitches out here giving up their pussy, and they telling me how sexual they being with men. They really want me to feel some type of way. I wrote that damn near that whole mixtape, Rich Homie Quan, going in, still going in, and I realized that I analyzed the hell out of all the manhood that I've came into contact with, their personalities and everything, and I be watching these little videos and listen to these little tunes of me analyzing them, and I'm like, how did all these men form superiority over me naturally, and everybody just viewing me as a woman, and I can't even be receptive of that idea. I'm like, if I was a man, I'd be fucking the shit out of half these bitches. Now all these bitches not turned on me out because of men and the objectification of mindset and their cuteness and shit. It's really disheartening. You know what I'm saying? It is a humble experience for the fact that these bitches don't want to fuck me just the way like they want to fuck these niggas. Cause I'm like, in essence, if I was a female, I really did grow up getting violated and shit. And I'm like, I don't even want no sympathy pussy. You know what I'm saying? Or sympathy. I just want people to understand, like, that's really what's going on. I'm like, all the men in my life really, like, well, I'm really a person of good character and good judgment and things of that nature. You can't rain on my parade. But I'm like, man, it's some pretty girls out here. I mean, I've seen some. I'm like, I wouldn't mind fucking that bitch. For what? I mean, I really had people flying on my downfall. I went over a boy's house and he had sex with me. I experienced the orgasm, and from that point on, I was being viewed as like a weak person. And that shit is crazy. Like, anybody that's born in 2022, like, I really stress over that. It's the reason why I act so stiff. I'm also, realizing that my identity as a black person and all that shit. Like I said, I'm growing up around all these Geechee bitches, and I'm literally analyzing their accent. I can tell. And I'm realizing that I'm really being rejected because of being a woman. And that shit is just stupid to me. And, people really want to be respected for their struggle. Some people will never matter. That Jimmy guy my mom married, my mama give a fuck about you. You gave her 2 babies, she gave you 2 babies. But nobody will really fucking care. That's my thing with these men. Now my struggle is appreciate your manhood. Cause I can't appreciate my womanhood. I remember him having sex with my mama and telling me this and that and the third. I'm like, y'all the reason why, y'all showing me how to do this. I was growing up, the stigmas on woman and manhood. It's men grow up and, their dads to take them to strip clubs and shit like that. I really got rejected simply for being a girl. And that shit really just, it's a disheartening thing. I'm like, man, if I would, man, and then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? These niggas that I'm growing up around, I'm like, they really think they deserve babies and shit. That's why a person like me, I'm gonna start knocking y'all children off. They ain't gonna let me get no gun. They really view me as a narcissist because of a boy having sex with me, and now all these women rejecting me. So that's just fucked up. And if I ever get a hold to the gun, I'm gonna start knocking y'all children out simply because y'all don't deserve it. Y'all don't appreciate it. I'm sitting here looking at all these older bitches and shit that I grew up with at churches and shit, and they got fucking what this shit called? Moles and shit on their face from smoking cigarettes. People like, well, I'm actually submissive to people. We all are. Y'all sitting here rejecting me for a boy having sex with me. They don't mean shit. They don't mean a damn thing. He wasn't going through shit. I wasn't going through shit neither. Look how they use my womanhood against me. When I say they, third person, I mean everyone around me. Look at me. People want to see me as an angry black woman. People really will plot on your downfall. My dad married a woman and her son, and they decided since I was submissive and I had an orgasm that I needed to just keep having sex. Because from that point forward, I was given a heterosexual identity. You'll be amazed at the shit that some people go through. I don't support none of them songs that I had wrote listening to these niggas converse because they make absolutely no sense. Those men were being viewed as cute thoroughbreds. I don't understand. And then the people that are actually going through shit really appreciate the fact that I'm sitting here comparing myself and feeling inferior to people. She doesn't like my ego. She rejects me for my penis. Let's make her feel guilty. But then again, what kind of man is you? Because at the end of the day, I'm still a female. I won't want no woman rejecting me. I don't give a fuck who she was. It's easy for some of these niggas to say that they living a life of this and that and the third. Even a nigga that hired me at the job I'm at now, he like, man, when we was locked up, them folks chopped you off. You mean to tell me that everybody's rejecting me because I don't want to be with a fucking man? And then I'm being viewed as crazy when I knock somebody off. I killed somebody for no goddamn reason, all because of these people sitting here telling me that they was doing all this, all because somebody want to prove the fact that I was made a narcissist. My goddamn downfall got plotted on from the day I was born. Somebody should have been watching me. But then again, they'll be like, well, from an intellectual standpoint, you were used as a reverse psychological detox for your mom and some of those women and stuff, because that's what they were being viewed as. This is conceptual. This is what women go through. You either going to conform to the idea of it or not. And now everybody's really making a joke out of everything because of, people struggle. Well, let's make a mockery out of everything she do. For what? Let's argue with her about this guy that had sex with her, who in turn made a narcissistic effect. He rules over her. Who cares about that guy? If he got a family, he got a family. He wasn't even that attractive. It really don't matter. I've got people that really vouch for their lives and shit. You know what I'm saying? Their lifestyles, whatever they got going on. Half these people in my life ain't nobody special. They really promoted those songs. Like I said, I've seen video footage of people overseas. That's probably who, Young Boy and shit. Them people look like they Jamaican and from the Caribbean and Africa and shit. So all them people probably like the reason why they got all them views on YouTube. Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars must be, that nigga got 1 billion views. That nigga better have every fucking degree there is known to mankind with that kind of goddamn attention. You gotta be a smart guy to get that many views on YouTube. Come tutor me, shit. Teach me some shit. Cause my identity as a whole, I became a pessimist because of people rejecting me because of a man penis. And then some of the men are getting off on it. It really makes no sense. This is why I can't have genuine concern for people. People like, well, you need to just submit to people and shit like that. I'm submissive to people, but I don't give a fuck about these folks because they ain't doing shit for me. I've had people give me shots of heroin all over a piece of dick. They just waiting on me to die. That's what they want. They want me to die, and they want me to die miserably, all because of a man's penis. Because of how men look. I'm sitting here comparing myself to other people's lives for no goddamn reason. I don't even be doing shit. Have I not analyzed everybody else but my own goddamn life? Have I not been empathic? Am I not deep in this motherfucker? No, I'm not, because I haven't learned as much as I want to. Because that's what smart people do. Smart people just read and read and read and read and read till you can't read no damn more. Did I not grow up around people speaking Ebonics and Geechee? Using that shit against me too? Am I not being rejected by women simply because I'm a woman? Do they not want to see me? Do they not want to see me goddamn fall? Want to see me down? Want to see me down and fucked up? Pray to God I'm dead or locked up. Do they not? Is Rich Homie Quan a fraud? Yes, he is. I'm so goddamn smart. If I was a man, I would have been viewed as a damn thoroughbred, as a damn street nigga. All that music is dumb as fuck. That's why I'm mad. Honeycomb, all that shit is dumb as fuck. I'm sitting here embracing a ghetto accent that represents so much trauma and bullshit. I'm sitting here analyzing people's conversations, realize that they really just goddamn being themselves, really just swagging. This shit really is important. They ain't nobody special. That's the challenges when it come to learning. You can never be perfect. You can run track. You can be a sports athlete. That's what they kind of mind game they play. They want you to discipline yourself. Learn on your own. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy me a can of paint and I'm gonna paint the base of my window sills and tell them I got painting experience. Put that shit on my damn resume. I got my first check. I don't know if I'm gonna get some from this point forward and how much I'm going to get paid at McDonald's. They paying me $11 or something because I clean up. I make sure I disinfect things. I don't even know what kind of chemicals and shit they got going on, but I'm over time with this fast food shit, I'm reading shit. That's what they want you to do. They want you to look bad. I'm sitting here watching, I don't know, because people can use Photoshop and Photo out, whatever the fuck they do, and people be online and they can just be making up shit. But I'm seeing fast food employees get stabbed in the eye and shit. People really be going through shit. I'm grateful for my life. I don't know why they be going through shit, but they do. I got a lot of people ringing in my head that speak pig land. And then the shit that I'm hearing, you know what I'm saying, schizophrenia and shit, it don't make no sense. A lot of them were cussing me out. Negative energy. That's just how it is, though. I'm sitting here trying to center my life, but that's what they want. It's people out here losing their moms and their dads. If I lost my mom today, I'm not saying that it would be a situation that will fuck me up, but I'm just saying that you can't help what the fate of your life led you to. I grew up being a rape victim, and everybody is sitting here saying, well, at least your mom ain't dead, at least this and that and the third. Sure enough, but look at how much stress I'm experiencing because of other people's way of thinking. Niggas like, well, I'll make you a butch. I want people to reject you for my manhood. I get pussy anytime I want to. But y'all out here sharing bitches. And then the niggas that's getting pussy, they, you know what I'm saying? When I think about solid niggas, I don't give a fuck. I don't think about all these clean cut ass niggas and shit. Cause it's some real raw niggas that'll fuck your ass up for no reason. Only reason why I don't be out here wilding like I need to is because I'm a female. Some of these niggas just got pulled because they were boys, they grew up, everybody's like, they cute, they get guns, they get whatever they want. They ain't gonna let me get one. Cause I'm gonna bust your ass. Your children and everything. Half the people in my life don't mean shit to me. I grew up a single child. I have to deal with my little sister and them. All the men in our family was sitting there telling us we narcissists because of craving dick. You need to go ahead and get you a boyfriend. Show a man some love. So y'all can brag in the rap songs about how y'all getting pussy and y'all goddamn some players and shit. I be goddamn if I continue them goddamn things in them songs y'all got. I look at my face and I'm mocking all these damn Geechee people. I ain't gonna tell you which one I'm mocking right now. I ain't no dummy by a long shot. All these goddamn Geechee people. Swear they got their shit together. I'm about to start dissing y'all motherfuckers and tell y'all how shit is so real. Tell y'all about yourselves. I'm like, man, I could give a fuck about my female identity. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to being a female, it really don't matter what you look like. As long as you got a pussy between your legs, if we got this whole identity of objectifying the next human being, niggas just want to just be like, shit, I made that pussy talk last night and shit like that. That's what they want. That's what I'm being used for. That's why I'm mad. Because all these damn hoes are sitting here, we all sitting here trying to goddamn be, everybody sitting here doing all this shit for no goddamn reason. People just be going through shit. I'm sitting here mocking all these Geechee people for a detail, but I need to stop putting y'all on the goddamn pedestal. Y'all ain't nobody special. I used to put mixed people on the pedestal, but then when I started looking at these people, I'm like, man, these people ain't nobody special. After a while, you know, you form paradigms when you first born and you get used to people. I'm like, man, womanhood ain't that special. I got niggas pulling up on me, raping me and shit. For what? Sitting trying to make a big deal out of the fact that I didn't go ahead and be with a man. You know, it's some strong women out here. And that's exactly what they do. They really think since I'm with a man and I'm loyal, I'm doing my job, ho. That's how they think. Now you do yours. I got a girl right now root for her brother who had sex with me. Why? You know damn well if I was a man, I'd be living the life of a man and I'd be sitting here just getting pussy. That's why I said these niggas have my deepest sympathy. Well, I mean, as long your dick is the reason why you gotta be cocky, I guess, cause that may be the reason why you got that girl. But more than that, you may have a mind, but that's not the point. The point is a woman is amounts to nothing but having babies. I mean, I am not in control of my entire, situation, my life. I just ask for the simple shit. My little sister, she wants to love her dad. I don't give a fuck about my dad. I don't like the person who's supposed to be my dad. None of them, stepdaddies and all. I don't give a fuck about them. So I think that's the reason why she intentionally, makes a mess on the floor and does shit like that because they really want to show signs of depression. This is where we from. People from the projects are not nasty. If you are, it's a sign of depression. We don't always have access to chemicals and stuff to clean our home and shit like that. But at the same time, that's what I keep trying to tell her. I'm like, we live in a 2-bedroom house. I'm like, damn, that don't even matter. She really wants me to respect her dad. I'm an intellect. If she's a high school graduate, she want to respect the game, right? Death is forever present. I'm gonna keep watching documentaries over and over about it because I'm gonna prepare my mind. That's something that we're all going to do. We are all going to die. I'm an outcast, like I've said. I could care less about half these people in my life because I'm not going through the same shit they going through. My mama decided to have kids by 3 different men, and I could care less about these men. I don't care about these men. All of them, just stupid. My mom brought me into this world, and I did when I was a kid. I remember putting on her pads and shit like that, and I'm like, man, I really gotta conform to this idea of being a girl. Now look at everybody trying to reject me for it. I see her in the inside of an office, and you know, sitting there, projecting her voice in a very feminine manner, and you know what I'm saying. I basically became her, but I'm like, I can tell that, from the grogginess in my voice, her voice, that there are some things that we think about that really, you know, has our energy messed up to where we're not feeling completely comfortable. I'm not. I do that shit. I mirror gaze out perfect looking people on here. Majority men. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucked up. I'm like, I would just stop eating greasy shit, but that ain't gonna do nothing. 'Cause I'm like, man, I really want to just be a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want to be going through half this shit. People won't doubt me, none of that. I want to be scared to make mistakes. I be seeing it when I be at work. I be seeing people make mistakes, and I'm like, they probably doing it on purpose for a psychological detox. I'm like, this shit real. But I'm like, I be worried. One thing I am good at is, keeping things somewhat organized and somewhat clean. Perfection means everything is brand new. We can't do perfection, but we can give you halfway decent. I'm gonna need my little sisters to stop, being messy like her dad. Stop throwing food all over the place. That shit is not normal. That's how you get bugs and shit and mildew all over your skin and shit. Some people just don't give a fuck. That's why, like, one day I'm just gonna fly away, get away from my mom and sisters and everything. Cause I'm like, people in my life just be going through shit. I'm like, you gonna either indulge in negativity or you gonna get your mind outside of that. Who wants to be negative? I know what I need and what I don't need to feel negative and feel positive. I know motherfuckers gonna use my womanhood against me, But I really want to just move away from all these people and just live on my own and realize that as a woman, that's what I'm going to do. There are going to be people that want to view me as a prostitute. There are going to be people that want to view me as a whore, you know, say a potential, you know what I'm saying? Just anything. When you're a woman, you can be identified as so many things. When I be at these jobs, I'm like these managers, I'm like these people, you know, you gotta appreciate it. That's my submission to people. Trying to keep shit up to par to a little bit. You know, when I leave my job, one of the people that think like, damn, niggas just be like, nah, you ain't gonna take my job. I'm a lawyer. I been here so and so and so and so. Don't nobody care about so and so no more. That's what they want me to do. They want me like, well, if you want to be a manager, you need to just take charge of the shit and goddamn really learn the ropes of things and know your shit. People really be going through shit. You know, I'm like looking at this nigga face like, damn, somebody beat the hell out your ass. Shit is crazy out here, man. Don't let them run too much game on you in life, because somebody will run game on you. Somebody will develop superiority over you, and that's what you just gotta deal with. I'm looking at some of these folks like and watching some of these folks that getting all this submission. I'm like, damn, y'all really think this one guy, this one girl is the shit? That's how y'all feel? Bruno Mars, that's how y'all feel? A billion views? That's a lot of goddamn views on YouTube. And I mean that. That nigga better have every college degree known to mankind. And even if he ain't got it documented, he better have every book in life in his house or wherever he stay. Because it is about intellect. Motherfucker have a billion views, still live in a 2-bedroom apartment like this. It's not about the views. It's about the message. That somebody is sitting there actually bragging about their lifestyle. I had people that I've come into contact with from that say they're from different places and sit there and dumb you down and try to show an example of how they feel that you are. People do that. People be acting stupid. I got all that shit ringing in my head. Some people pretend to stutter, pretend to do this, pretend to do that, just to dumb themselves down. I got all these men, got all these women thinking that something wrong with me. Also, you know, homophobia and shit. That shit just beats the hell out of me. Like, nigga really want to argue. Why is this girl coming off like this? Why is all these women being so masculine? Why aren't they receptive of their womanhood? So what do you do? You gotta watch your back. She a narcissist. I can tell that she has lost, you know, value for her womanhood because of narcissism. Perhaps she was violated. Let's give that bitch a pat on the back. That's how bitches be looking at it. It really don't make no sense. I really done put a lot of people on a pedestal that really ain't nobody special. A lot of people in my life, I say these women and shit that speak pig Latin, pretending to be pimps and shit. It just makes no sense. This whole gutter mindset. Why? For what? Shit ringing in my head, cursing me out and shit. That shit is negative energy. I used to think a girl was my cousin. I don't know if she was my cousin or not, but she said she was part Mexican, some random girl I grew up in the neighborhood with. Basically, you know, being viewed as an inbred. I thought we were cousins. I used to call her cousins, just learning concepts and shit growing up. And she really was bougie to herself. A lot of us really are growing up in the hood and We had to sit here and use reverse psychology. You know, I had to sit and watch people change their personalities and everything. That's what they want me to do. I'm like, I'm sitting here becoming other niggas mentally because they are happy, because they are not being rejected with themselves, because they're not being rejected, period. That shit happened naturally. I get mad every time I think about the fact that I'm jealous of men. I can see it in my face. I already know who I'm mocking right now. I ain't even tripping. That shit crazy though, but it's life. Shout out to Mike Smith. Y'all check that song out. That's a very that's a song that I value. I listen to it all the time. That's life. That's one actually a song that I actually wrote based off analyzing the way that men think. I told I wrote some over 2 Chainz and all that shit. Like putting shit together the way niggas thinking. They just niggas. I'm like shit, I wish I had a goddamn natural male ego or you know what I'm saying? Well, I rap my ass off. I'm giving niggas slogans and shit to say, shake my ass, big boss shit. They just using the shit. They just being men.